I can see you. So when you're in class in my Zoom meeting, I do want to be able to see your wonderful faces. Keeps me happy. Also, when we are on camera, Abriella and Adonias, I know if you were sitting at your desk, you would not be behaving like that with your teacher in front of you. So I need your hands to be still, okay? So that we're not distracting anybody else from learning. All right? So hopefully you have a paper and a pencil to take some notes down that you can share with me later through Remind. But right now we'll start with the word of prayer. So go ahead and bow your heads and close your eyes with me. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this day. Thank you for Monday, the start to another week. And you are such a generous God in giving us this opportunity to continue our learning, maybe in a non-traditional way, Father, but it's an opportunity to use the minds that you've given us to appreciate the many, many things in your world that you've given us to learn about. Thank you for the gift of music and how it provides so much peace, joy, happiness, and the opportunity for learning. Pray that we will enjoy our time together as a class. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. So as I was saying, I grew up in a home with 4 brothers, and I was the only girl. I had 2 older brothers and 2 younger brothers. And my oldest brother, Josh, he played trumpet. My brother Joe never played any instruments. I played the piano. My brother Jeremy played the cornet, which is a type of trumpet, very similar. And my youngest brother John played the piano for a really short time and quit. So my dad, though, we would do family devotions in the evening, and he would play his guitar. My mom would play her tambourine, and we would just sing worship songs to Jesus. And eventually that brought both of my youngest brothers the desire to learn how to play the guitar. So they both play the guitar. My brother Jeremy is actually a worship leader at his church. They live up north in Pennsylvania. So the guitar has always been a special instrument to my family because it was the way that we spent a lot of family time together. So right now I'm going to go ahead and share screen with you so that we can warm up with a song. And I would love for you guys to sing this song with me. You don't have to stay in your chair to sing the song because it asks us to clap our hands, stomp our feet. So just to move around and get us started with our song for this week. Let me flip that over. Okay, so here we have our song for today. Music is fun. Music is fun. So as the music is playing, I would love for you to join me in singing. So we're going to be clapping our hands, stomp our feet. When it says dance to the rhythm, we're going to turn around in a circle. Woo! And then we're going to feel the beat. So you can clap your hands again or slap your legs if you can reach them. But that's how we're going to start by warming up today. So let me go ahead and start the music for you. And I'd love for you to sing along. Sing along. I'm actually going to unmute you so that I can hear you guys.
It is. I was just telling somebody that. I was telling somebody that too.
Here we go.
Sing to the music. Singing to the music is fun. Singing to the music. Singing to the music is fun.
Ready?
Clap our hands. Stomp our feet. Dance to the rhythm.
Oh my God.
Turn around. Singing to the music is fun.
All right, we're going to do it again. Here we go.
Singing to the music. Singing to the music is fun.
They need to like put it right. I wish, you know what? They
Singing
just
to
don't
the
do it right
music.
after the
Singing
beginning.
to the music is fun.
Get it over with. I gotta just
Clap
do
your
it.
hands.
Clap our hands. Stomp our feet. Dance to the rhythm.
That's just if we want to see how she's doing.
Jump up and down. Turn around. Singing to the
She's totally
music is fun.
different.
All right, nice
You want to log
job.
on?
Nice job. Those of you who
Yes.
joined along, thank you so much. All right, so we're going to be taking a look today
I'm not
at
gonna go on.
the
Everything is always a meeting. I'm tired.
but
I can
we
get
are
a break from the
looking at some
meeting.
other instruments first, just as good practice. So let's see.
No, Cecilia was the one that was on the line.
Can you pick a balloon color for me? And
I
I
was
want
like,
you
oh
to
my
tell
God,
me
like,
what the
what
name of that
professionalism is that? Like, Jesus. You don't start going off like that. Like, especially let everybody know. like, God, I don't know. That if you're, and she's been so angry for so many years, like, you know? Oh, yeah.
Miss Long, can we get everyone on mute, maybe?
Yes, I'm working on
No,
that.
it wasn't
I
you.
don't know why it's not showing me my other screen. There it is. Okay. All right. So Lila, can you hear me? Can you tell me a color balloon? What color balloon do you want to pop? You got to tell me the color.
Yellow.
Yellow. Ta-da! Do you know what instrument that is?
Trumpet.
Trumpet. Absolutely correct. Isabella, what color balloon do you want to pop? We got 3 left. You got to unmute your mic so I can hear you.
Purple.
Purple. Here we go. Purple. There's one of those in the music room. What is that?
Piano.
And that's not just a piano, that is a grand piano with a lid. Mia, got 2 left to pick from.
Green.
Green.
I'm not gonna do horse and crown, sorry. I'm not.
And what instrument is that?
A guitar.
A guitar. That is correct. And Gabriella,
But they don't wanna do anything.
you ready? We're going to do the last one. Here we go.
Mm.
You got to unmute.
Mhm.
She said violin. Violin.
Nope. Try again. A violin has strings on it. This one is in
Xylophone.
close. You're getting closer. It has that same sound.
A saxophone.
Yes, good job from your helper there who I can't see. So we have a trumpet, a saxophone, a grand piano, and a guitar. And yes, we are going to be focusing on the guitar today, but it's always fun to review instrument names. So here's a little bit of information about our guitar. Our guitar is a S instrument, begins with an S. A guitar is a blank instrument. Can anybody tell me the instrument family that the guitar belongs to? Kevin, what
But
do you
you
think?
know what? It wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was more of Miss Lee, Dr. Lee.
I'll give you a help. Is it a brass instrument? Is the guitar a percussion instrument? Is the guitar a woodwind instrument, or is the guitar a string instrument?
A string is.
You are absolutely right. The guitar is a stringed instrument. Let's see if we can go ahead and type that in here. Whoop. String instruments. Now, guitars, who knows how many instruments or how many strings a guitar normally has? Gabriella, how many?
10.
10?
5.
One guess, one guess.
5.
You think 5? Angel, what do you think?
I think it's about 6.
You think 6? I think you are absolutely correct. On average, a guitar has usually 6 strings. Now, there are some guitars that are 10-string guitar, even more 12-string guitars. Those are very unique, and they are also quite challenging to play. But guitars normally have 6 strings, and the guitar is a string instrument. It is part of the string family. So good job there. If you're taking notes, you can go ahead and write that down. And as we move on, we are going to fill in some information about our guitar names. So different parts about our guitar. So who wants to take a guess? Adonias, let's start with you. This first line, what part of the guitar is that pointing to?
String. String?
Yeah, it is the strings. So that part of the guitar are the strings. And we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are 6 strings on that guitar. Now next, our next line is pointing to this little hole in the middle of the instrument, which is unique.
I'm sorry.
Kevin, what do you think that might be called?
There you go. If you can look at it while she's doing that.
I gave you a clue when I said what it looks like. What it is part of the name.
What is with this?
This part.
Can you guess? Usually where you have an instrument that has a hole in it, that's where the sound comes out. So on a guitar, that hole is actually called the sound hole. Can everybody say that?
The sound hole.
I heard somebody. Can everybody say sound hole?
Sound hole.
Oh, much better, much better. And then we have this interesting area right up here, right here. Angel, what do you think that might be called?
The. I don't know.
Don't know? Have any of you ever been told, don't fret? Don't fret or don't worry? This part of the guitar is actually called a fretboard. Now that doesn't mean that you don't worry about playing the guitar or that you don't worry about how you're playing. Just maybe a helpful way to remember, it's called the fretboard. Or maybe when you're fretting or you're worrying, if you pick up your guitar and you play, it'll help you to calm down and not be so stressed out. That's what we did a lot in our family. It provides a lot of comfort. All right, last one right down here. Last one right down here. Anybody know what these are? These little tiny metal pieces that are at the end of the fretboard. Those are called tuning pegs. Tuning pegs. So the actual part of the string wraps around that tuning peg, and you can twist it back and forth, and it creates the pitch of the instrument. So it helps it not be too flat or too sharp, but just the right pitch for when we are using our.
Allow me a moment to take a look for you one moment, please.
All right, moving on. Let's see what we have next. So here we have a picture of our guitar.
All right, thank you for your patience, sir. I do see that that's the ideal play vehicle.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places where that string would go. Let me see if I can try and draw one. I don't know. It's kind of difficult. Let's try. So I'm going to try to draw 6 strings from the peg at the bottom the whole way. Oh, this is quite a wobbly guitar. 1, 2, 3. So that's how they connect from the very bottom. The string wraps around there. It goes across the sound hole, up the fretboard, and it goes and ties around the tuning peg. 1 tuning peg for each string. All right, so right here we have 2 different types of guitars. One begins with an A and one begins with an E. Who can raise your hand and tell me one of the names of either of these guitars?
Raise your hand. Mama, which one is that one?
One begins with an A and one begins with an E. Adonias, which one do you want to tell me? The one on the left or the right?
The one on the right.
Okay, what is it called?
Electric?
You are absolutely correct. It is called an electric guitar.
Is that one, please?
And now we have one on this side right here. Does anybody know the name of that guitar? It begins with an A. Kevin, do you have a guess for me? I see you thinking really hard. I'll give you a clue. You have a guess? Before I spell the whole thing? Acoustic. Acoustic. Can everybody say acoustic? Acoustic and electric are two different
But
types of guitar.
We don't Bobby,
Our
Bobby will
acoustic
bring out
guitar
her
can be
guitar,
hooked
like,
up to an amplifier, as an electric guitar is almost always hooked up to an amplifier, much, much, much louder and different style of play. But acoustic guitars are definitely my favorite. There's also something called a bass guitar, which is in the electric guitar family. Now, how many of you, several of you raised your hands and you told me that you know somebody who plays a guitar. How many of you know somebody who plays an acoustic guitar? Raise your hand. My dad and two brothers, they all three play the acoustic guitar. Do any of you know someone who plays an electric guitar? Anybody know someone who plays an electric guitar? Maybe. Gabriella, you know somebody who plays the electric guitar? Angel, you do too?
I have a guitar next year.
You have a guitar right here?
Before
At your
coronavirus,
house?
we had. Actually, no. I'd rather not think it up.
Is it in front of you?
Yes.
Well, maybe you can show us at the end of
Pick it
class.
up.
That would be awesome. I would love to see it. Can you tell me, is it acoustic or electric?
It's acoustic.
No.
Oh, there it is. All right, so class, what kind of guitar does Angel have? Can you tell me?
Hold it up, Angel. Turn it up.
No, you cannot. Is that an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar?
Electric.
That's an acoustic guitar.
Feel it to apply today?
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that, Angel. That is awesome. All right, so we're our acoustic and electric guitars, and let's talk about some differences and some similarities between these guitars, because overall they look very, very similar. So let's go ahead and start with what are some things that look the same about these two guitars?
Yes, ma'am. So I want to let you know that the HSN card is issued by Synchrony Bank and governed by the HSN Card Agreement.
Who can tell me something that is the same about these guitars? Number one, Adonias, what's something that is the same? Can you unmute? There we go.
They're both guitars and they have strings?
Okay, more specifically, they both have strings. They both have how many strings?
6.
Okay, very good. Both have 6 strings. Have 6 strings. Good.
Can I have a turn?
Yep, go ahead.
They have those twisty things on the top.
Yes, those are called tuning pegs. They both have tuning pegs.
Date of birth, social security number, and annual net income from all sources.
And what do they both look like they're made out of?
Synchrony Bank.
What type of material? Anybody have a guess? What are guitars, what kind of material are guitars normally used to create?
Music.
What type of material? Are they made out of plastic?
We're very private about everything that we do.
Music.
Are they made out of
Yes,
rock?
ma'am. As a matter of fact, once you give this to me, we're never going to see this again. This is strictly for.
I know they're made of.
Mia, what do you think a guitar is made out of? What type of material? It kind of looks like it. You might see this type of look in your house. Some people have it on their floor. Some people have it on their wall.
Service providers.
Begins with a W. Made.
Now, I'd like to get some information.
Made from. Who has a guess? Mia, go ahead.
Wood. Wood.
Wood, absolutely right. Most guitars are made with wood. All right, so let's talk about some things that are different. What are some things that are different? Who hasn't answered yet? Anybody notice? Kevin, what are some things that are different about the acoustic and the electric guitar?
They look different.
They look different. Can you be more specific? What about them looks different? I mean, one is lighter and one is darker. But besides that, are you talking about its shape? Is that what you mean? A little bit. The acoustic guitar is very round, where the electric guitar has some more additional curves or pointy parts. So maybe we'll put their shape. The shape is different. All right, somebody else. Let's see, Isabella, what else is different about an electric guitar versus an acoustic guitar? What is there missing over here on this guitar versus this one? What does this one not have?
It does not have the circle in the middle.
It doesn't have the circle in the middle. Does anybody remember what that's called? What is it, Adonias?
Difference. They have a difference of that one is electric and one is not one electric.
Well, that is true. We're trying to be a little bit more specific than that, but Isabella just said the electric guitar doesn't have a sound hole. It makes it sound differently. So no, oh, let's type this different. Electric does not have a sound hole. Okay. Anybody else have one? Oh, Angel, go ahead. What's something else?
Let's see here.
The other guitar is lighter than the other one because it's darker.
Can you say that one more time?
Like
I just couldn't hear.
The electric guitar is darker than the other guitar.
Okay, yes, it is lighter and one is darker. I thought you meant by the weight. They do actually weigh a little bit differently. An electric guitar is usually heavier because of all of the sound equipment that's built into it. So generally, an electric guitar is louder.
We do have that available, but what size and color did you want that on?
It's louder and heavier. All right, I think we're gonna stop there. And more often than not, electric guitars are used in rock bands. You won't normally see an acoustic guitar in a rock band. So that's more for your praise worship, maybe your pop style songs, you'll see an acoustic guitar. So the guitars usually are a bit more driven towards the type of music that's being sung, created, and how they pick which guitar they're gonna use.
Novelty skinny jean. It says here your garment is sized by the hip measurement.
So right now we're going to practice
The
listening
largest
a little
circumference.
bit. And I'm going to play some sounds, and I want you to tell me if that sound is a sound from a guitar or if it's something else. Okay? So I'm going to pick one of you to pick a colored music note. We have eighth notes here, and we have double eighth notes. They're tied together. So let's start with Kevin. Since you're at the top of my screen, which one do you want me to play? What color?
Red.
Red. All right, so everybody listen up. And I want Kevin to tell me what sound, if it's a guitar sound or a different sound. And then we'll see if we can figure out what it is if it's not a guitar. Oh, I gotta go back to this. Here we go. Is that a guitar? No, can you tell me what that is, Kevin?
I don't know.
You don't know. Does anybody know what instrument that is that's playing? I'll play it one more time. Gabriella, that's actually the instrument that you guessed earlier. That is a saxophone, the sound of a saxophone. All right. Mia,
Thank you.
what color would you like me to pick?
Congratulations to
Purple.
you. Oh my God, you're almost there.
Angel, I'm
Almost
muting
there.
you because
That's
whoever's
awesome.
talking on the phone behind you is very loud. So when you want to answer a question, go ahead and just raise your hand in the screen and I'll unmute you. But I'd like you to stay muted until that phone conversation.
Oh, the one that was here before. Yeah, yeah.
Go back there by the window.
All right, Mia, go ahead and tell me which note do you want to pick?
Oh, did she finish?
All right,
Purple.
if there's somebody else on a phone call, I'd like you to go ahead and mute your screen unless it's Mia.
Uh-huh.
What color do you want to pick, sweetheart?
Oh, wow.
Purple.
Purple? This one here?
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Do you
go.
ever get a break? Only Christmas break, right? That's the only time you get a
Well, that one's pretty easy. Is that a guitar sound?
summer. No, you don't get a break
No.
for summer.
That sounds like that saxophone again. Go ahead and pick another one.
Green.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, that definitely is. That was super pretty. I'm playing that again.
I'll take it. Take it day by day, girl.
Now, do you think that was an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar? You can guess. I'll tell you.
Oh.
Electric.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. If you
I
need
think that was
anything,
an electric
you
guitar.
tell me.
All right, Isabella, what color music note do you want to pick?
I don't know. Baby's coming.
The
And
purple one,
The purple one, the double, or the single?
the single.
Okay, here we go.
I went to my backyard.
Was that a guitar sound? No, that was definitely not a guitar sound. Who can tell me what sound? Well, Isabella, can you tell me what sound that was? What
I don't know
instrument?
what it is.
Don't know what it is? Angel, what do you think it is?
I thought it was a bell ringing.
Say that again.
I thought it. Oh, I know those little triangle things that you hit. I don't know what they're called.
A triangle?
The triangle things that you.
I think they were the chimes. That sounds like a chime or a bell.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fine.
trying to say.
All right, Adonias, pick a color for me. Can you unmute yourself, buddy?
Yellow.
Yellow? Single or double?
Double.
I need you to speak up. I can't hear you.
Double.
Double. Here we go. Was that a guitar or another sound? You need a guitar. It was a guitar. You are absolutely right. All right, Angel, pick a color.
Orange.
Orange. This one?
Oh no.
Is that a guitar sound?
No, it's not.
How many of you think that's a guitar sound? Give me a thumbs up if you
But
think
I think it's a guitar sound. Yes.
Oh, you think it's a guitar sound now? Yes, that is definitely a guitar sound. Let's see Abriella, what color do you want me to pick?
Purple.
Purple, coming right up. Was that a guitar sound?
Can you play it one more time? No.
No. I think that was another set of chimes. Lila, can you pick a color music note for me, please? What color? Do you want green, orange, or yellow?
Orange.
Orange. Let's see. All right, get your listening ears on. Did that sound like a guitar?
No. Wait.
Yeah, what did that sound like?
Trumpet?
Sounds, it is in the brass instrument family. That's actually a saxophone. All right, Kevin, what color?
Green.
Green.
Oh, those things that you.
Sound like a guitar to you? Or no?
Yes.
Yes, I think so too. That was a pretty piece of music. All right, so let's see. Mrs. Long's going to do the last one.
That's a good one. It's obvious.
Obvious. Definitely, that's a guitar sound. So that sums up our lesson about the guitar today. We know that a guitar on average has 6 strings. It is in the string family, and most of our guitars are either electric or acoustic. I hope you enjoyed learning about the guitar today. So we're going to end just by playing our Music is Fun song one more time. If you get a last chance to jump around and wiggle with me, okay? All right, here we go. And we're going to end our class with this. Singing to the music, singing to the music is fun. Singing to the music is fun. Come on, get out of your chair. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, feel the rhythm, feel the music is fun. Last time. Singing to the music is fun. The music is fun. Get those hands ready. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet. Dance to the rhythm. Up and down, turn around, singing to the music is fun. All right, nice job. Well, I love having you all in class today. I do hope that you enjoyed your time with me together.
Bye.
Have a great day. Take care.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Can you just say bye again?
Why is everything so glitchy?
Bye. Bye, Kevin. Have a good afternoon. Bye, Mia.
Bye.